I want to just focus just for a minute or two on your application process to Logan, because I think some of our students who are listening might be interested. I know you mentioned it again. There are, well, first of all, are there general kind of standard requirements for chiropractic school all over, or does Logan have some different ones in St. Louis versus other states or anything like that?
I would say in general, it's kind of like the prereqs are similar to nursing prereqs. You have to have your science courses. You have to have like an elective, your like your math courses such as statistics. You have to have those. I'm not sure about all the other schools, but the one that I went to, that's what they wanted.
Hmm.
So that was what was required.
Now, would you be willing to share with our listeners kind of a sneak peek into what your graduate school application looked like and what the admissions committee saw during your application? So, it's a little vulnerable, but share however much you feel, maybe your GPA, your test scores, or letters of rec, or if you had any, I don't know, working or research experience going in, or if what you wrote on your statement of intent or mission statement or anything like that. I mean, any useful information for our students listening out there so they can kind of get a good idea if they're on the right track to graduate school.
I would say it's mainly your statement and what you can bring to the table because what I would say what made me stand out was once I did get accepted, I found out that there wasn't a lot of diversity on campus.
Interesting.
Um, so I think that made me stand out, and I did in my mission statement, I wrote that this is something that's not very common because when you hear of a doctor, you think of a medical doctor, so you think of an MD,
Yeah.
and and then people don't consider sometimes you don't consider chiropractors because you're just like, oh, she's a chiropractor, or he's a chiropractor, but we're actually doctors. And then just going through my experience and with through my mission statement, I wrote that one thing I noticed with my parents were when they did actually go see a chiropractor, they never complained that, oh, I don't want to go. They were always like, okay, I do want to go. Whereas when they went elsewhere, they'll be like, oh, there's too much of this, too much of that. Or they'll be like, oh, I actually don't like this too much. So that was part of my mission statement, and also that I could bring something to the table due to my diversity or due to me being different, being Hmong.
I see. So in your mission statement, a lot of it was highlighting. Did you highlight a lot of the fact that you were Hmong in your mission statement?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, very interesting.